think this is working. I see things going. I see the cat cam. I see the new pictures for the cat cam. I see all of this fun stuff working. For that bit of software there, I see my translation shit working. I just need to now check this page, make sure that's muted. And it looks like that overlay is working just fine. Perfect. Sure, it's got maybe a little bit of delay, but hey, I have a screen overlay for my subtitles, which is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Because people with screen readers can now have their screen reader actually read the screen. So we're gonna have that. I also have a thing here. Let's see if this will actually do as I am intending it to do, which is supposed to be that. We should all see a little pop-up. So that's appearing in chat, but that was not... Oh, probably because I'm using the wrong... I'm using probably the wrong URL. Oopsie daisies. Maybe we'll put that over there. Yeah, there we go. Yay. Okay, so that's working wonderfully. Cool. So, cool new things that we have now is we now have Twitch chat being live translated. One of the other streamers that I was watching, they have this enabled, and it works in mobile languages, even though it's got the Japanese accreditation there. And it works really well. It works in Russian, it works in English, because I believe I can do something to the tune of hello and how are ya? And it will translate it to whatever Google two-letter translation stuff exists. So there's that, which is really cool, and I am really happy about that because that gives me accessibility for other people, which is really, really important to me. So, yeah. So I've got that running. I did get another follow, and I don't know if it's going to pitch a fit or not, but I had Goldie follow me the other day, and it's probably not going to let me to repeat that because it is the beast that it is. So let's go to Twitch dashboard for me. Pause that, and I want to replay Goldie's. Looks like we've got ourselves a brand new whippersnapper. Thanks there. From yesterday. So thank you, Goldie, for the follow from yesterday. I'm probably going to shove this up in the corner. I need to redo this. But on top of that, we also got some additional new little panels. I still need to go through and actually adjust my Twitch panels because I'm such a terrible, bad person about that. However, it does look like since everything else is working, I could probably safely close that browser. So I've got that down there. I could probably move this guy to here, and then I need to pop out my YouTube channel, or chat, over here. Pop out chat so I can pay attention to YouTube. Tab, 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 tab. Cool. Pop the chat out, live chat for that. OBS is up and live. So it is worth saying that the chat bot I'm using is only going to work on Twitch's stuff. So for anyone on YouTube who is international, I'm going to assume that it will auto-translate because I know YouTube does auto-translations for closed captioning anyway, so that's not going to be as big of a deal. So we're still kind of figuring this one out. That said, I need to actually post to my what is this? I have like, oh, because that's a group. That's why I was like, why is that being weird? All right, so that is that. Going live with Valheim live on Twitch with new translation software. Come hang out and chill. Oh yeah, I need to probably have the freaking YouTube link as well. That would probably be very handy, wouldn't it? Let's do lo-fi wait. Ha 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 ha. Because I'm frantically trying to get all this together. So, but yeah, I have a new little picture from around me now, so it's not just harsh rectangles, which I'm very happy for. So let us find that wonderful little URL for my YouTube channel and get that into the link. That no, use the other one. I don't want you to. Okay, so I gotta remember if I'm doing like weird linking with YouTube and stuff like that, I need it to be first and second. So we're gonna post that because we're live. We're gonna see what happened on Blue Sky. Oh, okay, so we just did it. I love this social media. Okay, and that should resolve. Can I like just not? You can resolve that URL. You are good boy. Okay, so I hope no one has a praise king because that would be very awkward. All right, so we've got Twitter posted to, we've got Blue Sky posted to, we have YouTube is live, translation should be live. I have my YouTube chat, I have OBS up. I think we're tentatively ready. It only took me like a lot longer than it did before because this is just a bunch of extra shit that I'm having to start up that I haven't really had to run into before. So bear with me and thank you for your patience for all of that for both the people on the live view and for the people who are watching hopefully on the VODs later on, because that's the other reason I was really excited about this this add-on Twitch extension that I have for transcribing stuff to closed captions is one, Twitch's closed captioning sucks ass, like a whole lot of ass, yeah, it's just terrible. Whereas this is very clean, concise, and it like is a very nice way. And then also, I'm not going to run into situations where I'm like double posting subtitles. So there's one other thing I need to double check, and that is to make sure my audio for me yapping is at an appropriate volume. So let's just kind of, I'm gonna make everyone go, "What the hell just happened to my phone? I don't understand it." I would like to go to my thing, please, because I need to hear myself. I need to hear myself talk. So, am I coming in? Okay. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Am I coming in okay? Let's maybe drop that by like 1 extra decibel. Should be okay. Okay. We'll see how that goes, because hopefully I'm not too quiet, because I didn't want... The problem I was running into was with AGC on my computer, it was just overpowering things, and so I need to make sure... Yeah, I can definitely see my mic as being a lot lower, so let me just tweak that real quick. Maybe an extra 5 decibels, not too much. There we go, like we're at plus 5 decibels, and we'll bring that back down to negative 6 decibels. There we go. Okay, so that should work for both my audio and for the other thing. Hopefully that's not too loud, otherwise I'm going to really hate myself for doing that. Because I went through significant pains to do that. So let me just make sure... No Twitch. I'm going on Twitch right now. So... It's almost too loud. Drop that back down to 7.5. Yeah, that should be fine at 8, I think. Yeah, because I can still hear myself talking over myself, which is important. So, yeah, we should be good. Hopefully. Something. So, huzzah! There we go. Okay, let's see. Now, what the hell was I doing? 'Cause I think Tornath didn't really do a whole lot while he was here last time. All that he really did is he just made himself some armor. So, I think for me, I was in the process of terraforming this so that I had a bit more breathing room to build and stuff with. And I have 3 piles of stone there. I probably need to lower this down a bit. So we'll knock that down. Yeah, that's a good old Mark 1 eyeball seal of approval. Alright. Alright. So we've got that. That's good enough for government. Okay. Yeah, that should work. Say that. Yeah, I think that works really well. I may need a couple of tweaks here and there, but I've got a pretty level field to work off there. So, that's good. So I guess the next thing I need to do is probably see about getting a house put together. Like an actual place to rest. Oh, that's right. He made a cart. And do we have anything? Okay, that's still going. And then I nuked some of the way these things can get across. So I still need to get some more stone, and I still need to do some other things. So we got that rock there. Let's get out there and get some rocks. So I just need to break all these damn rocks. Yeah, because I need to have a crap ton of rocks to raise the rest of this up. It's a fish. Yeah, we need that to just like raise everything up, and then once we have everything raised up, we should be in pretty good shape, I think. Just a little bit for me. I don't need that one. There we go. Those things. So, freaking, I'm gonna need a bunch of these guys. No tails. Where'd you not drop any tails? That's bizarre. They always drop tails. Fiery passion. I hate having to do all this mining because I did like nothing on the last stream but just do straight mining. And yet here I am finding myself again doing straight mining. So the humorous part is that I did all that mining because I needed to like get the metal, and now it's like, yeah, you didn't get enough. You didn't get near enough. Though I do need to flatten a lot of this down. So that might generate me some extra stuff. I also may just leave this empty. I just kind of extend this straight down and over just to save myself maybe a little bit of material in time. Maybe. Because, yeah, it's still quite a bit of stuff. Let's just kind of slap these down over here. There's distinctly 2 fish when I pick that up. Oh, it was. It's just 1 of 10. There's each one of those. Oh, it's quality too. Oh, okay. Okay, that's fair. Well, there's plenty of rocks right there. Like I said, I just need a bunch of rocks because this is kind of in a good spot. If I can just extend this out and then bring it over, we'll be in really good shape. But I don't think these guys can actually get up here. Even that, I don't think they can, which is really nice. So I'll take it. All right. Rocks. Ernest, how do you know Cody was out here? Well, you see, there's all these things I never picked up. It has since offended my senses. Oh, damn it. I did it again. Keep doing that where I like do 1 too many. Alright, there's that. This is almost where I would need to take the cart and like build a bridge or something. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. Part of me is very much just like, maybe I should use the cart. The cart would make a lot of sense. Bye, cricket. Slink off over there. Alright, let's get these. We're about at maximum weight. And go back over to the thing. Like, I have no idea how much I actually should gather while I'm out here doing this stuff, because, like, I go through so much of it, it's not even funny. And so, like, I have a very nice palisade kind of built up and put together, but it's like, I also still need to, and admittedly, I guess that did take about, like, 20 stacks of stone to get all that. So I might have enough to, like, get me at least over to the other edge. Maybe. So... that's what, 1, 2, 3, 300 stone, 350 stone? Might be enough to get me over to, like, the edge right here. Might. Something's away. So I actually have almost completely run myself out of all of my stone, including the kind that you'd use for, the kind you would use for, you know, making things as well, so I need to be a little careful about that. I believe what he was doing, this number, which is not a big deal. I think it was, this is, no, I think this, well, yeah, these are the things he was smelting for himself. So, okay. Alright. Try not Oh, that translation is jacked. Jacked and weird. Okay. Oops. Okay. Let's see here. So we have all this going. I can actually make meat at this point, can't I? Throw it in a fermenter. Maybe I should do that, actually. That would let me get into the woods. Problem is I need blood bags. I wonder if it might just behoove me to get myself into the woods. Well, I won't be able to make anything anyway, because I'm pretty sure. Look what it takes to make a Lockshide cape, and what it takes to make a wolf cape, because let's see here. Lox cape is silver and lox. Oof. So I have to have silver. So the only way for me to be able to find that is to get a wolf. So I'm like, yeah, so no matter what I do, I'm going to have silver to do it. I think with the Lox one, they still need 2 silver. I do like one cape, so. Oh, Lox cape has more durability, though. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay. Alright, well, let's get some more stone while it's still daylight. And then maybe we can... How much are you going to let me do this? Cut down in terrain is the real question. Quite a bit. Probably carve this out. Because like I said, the intent is supposed to be that I at least bring it out to where this wall is. Because that's at least big enough and secure enough for me to have like a gate. And I could always just leave it like this, and so if you need to come in, you'd have to come around the low bend to be able to get out. Would be the intent. That's about level. Yeah, something down one too. Do that. Could do pretty well there. Yeah, if I do get ambushed, I want to make it so that I'm only getting attacked from, like, one angle. And even then, like, I'm still tempted to just build this all the way out and then just have, like, I wouldn't say an open killing field, but it significantly restricts what I can get attacked by if they only have, like, one path up. Because then I can set up turrets and stuff like that to concentrate that tech. And, yeah, once I have that technology, you know, put together, it would make defending it a lot easier, because then you just don't have to worry about things like rushing us like that. That's what this is giving me stone. So. Dig too deep. We don't want to wake the Balrog. Yeah, and then we'll just... I can't get my cheeky inside way in now. That's unfortunate. I have to actually use a gate. Remember... He's in here... There we go. First day. Down. Done. Easy. Day 69. Nice. Yeah, I think what we'll do is a temporary measure until I have a lot more stone, is we're just going to extend this out to here, run that straight across, so the only way to get in is going to be from essentially this side of the hill. That'll be the rough plan. Until I get enough stone to raise the rest of this up and then make like an actual gradual ramp up. I definitely am digging the whole, like, homestead kind of aspect that I've got going on. Of course it's raining. Of course it's raining. You gotta have nice things. Oh, Otis! How's it going? I want to stream. Oh man, that's double bouncing. Oh no. Oh no, I need to fix that. Oh no. Hold on. That's... Why is that double posting like that? Well, doing it live, gotta love it. Alright, let's go into tech support mode. Alright, let's go kill the thing. Because, like, if it's already in English, I don't need it to be retranslated into English. She tries again. If you like survival builder crafty games, I think you would enjoy it. I have sunk quite a number of hours into it. What are we at? I have 320 hours into it, and I could probably easily sink like another couple hundred into it if I really, really wanted to. So I would probably recommend it. But I need to know why it's double bouncing. Oh, I just need it in Nord language. That's all. Nord language. Ian. Yes. There we go. Definitely try it. Yeah. I think you'll enjoy it. Let me restart my translation bot. Let's see if that fixes it. Okay, so let's try that. What other games do I play? I play Escape from Tarkov. I play Elder Scrolls Online. So I like enjoy shooters, MMOs, other survival games. Like I really like Ark. Because I like, you know, all the dinos and stuff like that. Taming those is really fun. Monster Hunter is a big one. I really enjoy that. So, games that allow me to have a lot of creative freedom with what I'm doing. Just really, yeah. No, thank you. What about yourself? Let's see. Did you try to? So, Dead by Daylight. I am not a big horror person. I tried a couple Halloween streams once where I played very scary games. They did not work out very well for me. And then the added tension of having a killer chase me while I cannot properly really defend myself did not jive necessarily well for me. Like, I could play all sorts of, like, Twitch, like, really Twitch shooters and stuff like that, where, like, a lot of dying and stuff, but, oh, man, I cannot handle getting stalked like that. That just unsettles me. It really does. And so, yeah, I own it. I think no, I will have a heart attack if I try to play a survivor. I think at one point I did try to do survive with friends. And that wasn't so bad, because it was just like, you know, like 4 of my friends playing survivors and 1 of my friends playing as a kid. And stuff, yeah. But, I just, yeah, that is not my speed. Respectfully, that is not my speed. That definitely gives me the turbo heebie-jeebies. I think we're gonna extend that out and then have that as our kind of line. What we'll do. Okay. Still can't get in there. Stamina. Circles. Tools. Down. Leave that number. We do at least get a piece of stone out of it. Alright, that gives us 1, 2, 3, 400 stone. So, okay, so that's 400 stone. That should be good to go there. I just need a bunch more workbenches, and we can start expanding out over to that section there. Hopefully before we're attacked again. Hopefully. I just need to get some wood. Yeah. It's gonna be like 40. I see medical. Also, I did job in my house because I'm in my special job. I'll do control everything. Ah. Gotcha. Yeah, no, I have a professional career. I do IT stuff. Let's see. To build a thingy. We'll probably plop that guy down there. And then over here, and of course I need to not be dumb and actually have one here, I think. Should do it. Ooh, nice. Yes. Yes, indeed. So let's just drop these out here because I'm gonna need them. They go on stream like more processors. I'm already an affiliate. I was affiliate probably about 8 years ago. So at this point, I'm just doing whatever. I'm streaming because it makes me happy. That's it. The numbers mean nothing to me. Some wood left. Alright, now we do the fun part of hating ourselves. Such that we're doing this number. So I don't have any crawlers. Probably because I took a few breaks here and there. That's probably about it. Ah, you're too nice. I'm not too worried about it. Discord, I do. Feel like on the panel I should have a thing about that. Your gender matters not to me. It's Whipray. a shame. The profile picture should be the same between Twitch and my Discord profile. Something about government work. I'm doing good enough for that. We're so close. So close. Too low. We've done it. By George, we've done it. We've connected them. But I've only almost gone through all of the stone I had. But I think I have... Ooh, more stone. Still have another 2 stacks, which should be enough to actually fill this all in. Nice. I will check it when I'm done streaming. I usually don't reply to messages and stuff like that when I'm streaming just because it can get a little distracting. But I'll check it once the stream's done. Yep. All good. Pretty decent. Yeah. Would he raise this up just a little bit? Yeah, no, that's pretty good. We have like a nice little I wouldn't say castle in the sky, but definitely like a fortified embankment. I am all for it. Kind of need to not be like buried in all this terrain is the only thing. Clear all this down. I was probably going to complain because I'm going to be carrying too much crap. Not bad though. I did get most of my materials done. There's palisades. Yeah, that worked really well. Nice. Very nice. Just like that, we now have ourselves a nice big building area. Yeah, no, I can dig this. This is good. These extra crafting benches, because I need to verify how far out these need to be. This goes into this. You over there. Does that put you about out to that border? And then this goes to about that hump there. Let's go to about this hump here. Goes up to the middle point there, which we would do there. This goes to about the corner. Alright, yeah, no, that works. And there we go. We have this entire thing just kind of raised up. And now at this point, I can now level this out, and we should be in much better shape there as well. Costco membership or something like that and get more Red Bull. Ugh. Red Bull in bulk. Yeah, no, this is... I mean, it's not even by any measure of the word, but I can dig this. This works. This works. I just like... wish there was a better way to kind of delineate like these are two definitely different heights. Kind of wish I think that does a decent job right there. And I can just kind of batter this down. Yeah, actually. Sweet. A little bit of like targeted leveling, as it were. Like I'm building all these things on foundations, so it's not like they're like weirdly going to be sticking out or standing out. It's mostly just for my own sanity and traversal that I'm doing all this. I'm going to have to actually go out to the fucking woods and get a crap ton of wood. There we go. Oh, that looks much better. Nice. Alright. Let's get our rested buff back. I've got plenty of wood, plenty of stone. Go for the resin. Take it. Okay, that works. Give me my buff. I wish to have it. There we go. Alright, so that step complete. Next step. Probably putting some of these boxes away, honestly. Wood. Stone. Fix our things. Probably go out and cut some more trees. So, pop that down. Let me get rid of some of these spirituals. I don't think I'm going to need the hoe right now. And I probably won't need that. I will need the axe. So what the next project will be, now that we actually have this kind of cleared out, mostly I say as I see this abomination in front of me, is, because really what I could do is I could bring this level up to here. And this way I only have this small lowland here where the forges are, and I can eventually bring those back up too. But I need to cut all that shit down, and I didn't realize I need to finish this, because this still looks really rough. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll extend this probably from here. I'll probably pull all of this up extend the stuff over to here and then level the terrain, and then this way. Maybe I can convert that into the apiary for the bees. And then once I've done that for the bees, I can then figure out a better place for the forge. Because, like... Lurk. Hey, Janaga! Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate it, man. Oh, I forget that you have that bot, so you always know. You always know. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see here. Is it already a nightfall again? Jeez. Okay. Some more food before we bounce out for the next night. But yeah. Let's see here. So we just need to cut down a bunch of trees and start constructing other stuff. Because I might, what I might see about doing is, because I know this is the kitchen, I know this is pretty much going to be remaining unchanged, but I'm willing to move the forge, because I'm also going to have to raise this up anyway. I'm willing to relocate the forge to almost like be a similar size to this, and if it's on the higher terrain too, it'll make it a little bit easier as well. It's like you can do with maybe a connected entryway, which would be really, really cool, I think, to have one of those. I would just need to make sure I have it like appropriately spaced. Because like I'd like to have, I think, maybe 3 forges and maybe 2 of those guys. And then this way I can have like the workbenches, the forges, and then you would have the pier right here, and maybe even have the apiary as well by the kitchen. And then over here you would have like the house and all and like the pool and stuff like that. So we'll kind of wing it and go from there. But I do need to get more trees. I probably should check what my stock is of materials before I go out. Because I'm gonna probably need core wood because I absolutely love to death using core wood as a structure, so I'm about to get more core wood, get more normal wood. Probably cut a lot of these trees down. This makes me happy. Like, not necessarily the fact that like these big ugly cliffs, but the fact that like it's now safe from being like attacked. Like I don't have to worry about. How did he get there? We're gonna fix that. We're absolutely gonna have to fix that. I don't want to leave this here. But I also kind of want to have a clean killing field as well. So maybe we will nuke this to get the trees. Not my head, not my head.
Looks like we've got ourselves a brand new whippersnapper. Thanks.
Thanks for the follow, Naga. Appreciate it. I should say Danunian. Thank you. Did I follow your channel back? I can't remember. I'll double check that to see if I have. I feel that I did. But I need to verify because I feel like I need that. Because I think I can put a shout out. Okay, yeah, I can put a shout out for your channel on my channel. Because I was
Looks like we've got ourselves a brand new whippersnapper. Thanks there.
Maybe it's because I had Streamlabs still active. Might have to like move that integration altogether. Okay. It's weird that I'm not getting double posts like that for like follows and stuff. But yeah, but definitely thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, man. See if this will. Helpful, so I said how to. Yeah, no. So I actually just got the closed captions today. That is a thing I just put together before the stream. I got closed captions and also auto translation. So if you like speak in a different language, it will automatically pick up that you're speaking in a different language and translate to English. Those are the two new things I just put together for the stream today. And then the other reason that I did the what is that thing called, the subtitles, is because I know there are like screen reading add-ons that will like automatically translate. If they see English on the screen, they'll auto-translate to whatever the appropriate language is for the user who's watching it. So it was a twofold endeavor there. But I'm really glad it's actually working, because like that like literally justifies all the work I just put into it immediately. That's a nice feeling, I'm not gonna lie. That's a very nice feeling. More. Awesome. I'm really glad about that, because yeah, I'm using what is that thing called? I think it's called Ultimate CC or closed captions. I'll send you a DM, because I know you're particular about this. But yeah, that's the add-on I'm using, and you can check your DMs later for that one. But that's the add-on I'm using for the overlay. I set that as my overlay extension on Twitch, and then like mountain goat mode. And then the other one is a bit more intensive. This is just, I just don't have a thing out in the middle. Run away, please. Like off the cliff, please. But that one I had to do some. Actually, no. With that one, I actually have a link to that one on the panels on my actual page for the actual translation software from the Japanese people that did it. Because it's a Japanese bit of Python scripting. But that one is how I'm doing like the real time stuff. Because hang on, sure. Let's do Russian testing translation bot here. I think that would. There it goes. So, yeah. But yeah, so that's the thing there. And then if of course, if it picks up whatever language, it spits it back out in English. So, because it uses Google's API and stuff like that to do that. Yeah. Oh, I really didn't have enough wood, did I? That's awkward. I'm like literally 2 wood shy. Okay. What am I doing here? Name that number. Seeds. Fuel. These. So we get the high deposit. There we go. Neat. Wood. Put that in there, so we have a little bit of stuff like that. Hides, same thing. And fix our stuff and go back on our merry way. I almost want to upgrade that axe more. Almost. I also don't, because like I absolutely hate having to micromanage all that stuff. Yeah, probably gonna cut down the rest of those trees in that little inlet there. Just because I don't want to thin this out a little bit, but not have it too thin. Like this, actually, maybe I will kind of keep this as it is. Because I kind of do like the whatchamacallit with it, just the nature of it. Sorry, let's go into the deeper portions of the Blackwoods here, and then we can get some other lumber types. I do need me some more lumber. Must be pretty good. Because I already know I'm going to be making a bunch of portals, and those are like an extra crap ton of wood per. That's 20 fine wood per. So if I'm doing 8, that's going to be like 2 full stacks of fine wood. So having the stockpile is going to be a good idea. Wish I had stone working and stuff. Two breeze. Yeah, I'll take the other one out. Maybe. We'll hope. We can hope. A little bit of a hacking and slashing right there. And that should cover us on the fine wood front for a minute. Yeah, that's another 50 of that. So we just need to kind of keep chopping trees. And that should give us a decent amount. Because I just like level part of the forest, no big deal. A little full, not a whole lot full. Oh, and that's where he was mining. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, because there was the... Oh, that was the stone, because he's like, why am I not getting iron out of this, or copper, or whatever? And like, are you sure it's actually copper, or is it just, you know, just a rock? Turns out it was just a rock. Okay, so back over here. Ooh. Yeah, so what probably we'll do, I need to probably, I really don't want to tear this up, but I know I'm going to probably have to sooner than later. Just got that stockpile going. That's 120, so that's going to probably be about 2/3 of our fine wood right there, but we'll be okay otherwise. Feathers, resin. It's all still full up. Fix our rings. Alright. So yeah, what we'll probably do is, with what rock I have left, we'll probably pull this up, we'll level this off, so this is all ready to be built upon. And then once it's built up and leveled, we'll then see however much stone we have left to do the same thing over to the other side, so that essentially we only have a small divot where this goes into the sea. And this also will bring up the rest of the back edge up so we don't have things wandering in from behind us. Because right now the concern is if a troll were to spawn like over here, he would wander his happy way in and up, which is very bad for us. So we want to avoid that. So that will be the plan. So let's Oh, do this, but here we are. I probably should like look up the best way to actually, you know, the smart thing to do here would probably be do this. Just have this completely chock full of fun things. I'll be smart. Okay, for our Twitch viewers, we will have ads in about 30 seconds. Just as a heads up. Wonderful, fine Twitch people. Oh yeah, that does start to slowly fill up, doesn't it? That's pretty cool. Okay. So. Still need to tear this apart. Back down. Okay, so there's that, and I probably need to grab out those two, and I need to get the hoe, and probably the pig. Here, give me that, give me that. I need to get that raised up to about this level. Is this mostly okay? Yeah, this is mostly okay. It just needs to get lowered down. Oh, you bastard. Trying to get this like a little bit more level than what it is. Because like, yeah, you can definitely see that this is like not level. Not even a little. But I'm just trying to have it more level than what it was is the important part here. The important distinction, as it were. Less raw. That actually looks a million times better. With a little bit of time, love, and care. Time level, time and love. He does not speak so quickly. Enunciate my words. Alright. When is it? 6 in the morning for me. About 6:30. Guess that means I'll probably wrap up around 7:30. I always like trying to at least do about 2 hours at a time. See how that ends up going. Hey. tabs open. Good lord. Okay. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better now that I've actually kind of gone through the effort and kind of somewhat leveled it off. It's not perfect by any measure, but it's a lot better than what it was. Just need to raise this up probably to about, I would arguably say we could probably go to like that actually. Bring this up. This is the desired height I want. This is where I go. Yep, because knew it. Minute I pulled that off. Minute I did it. You bastard. I don't think I have a bench, because that goes just over there. That should cover to there, so I'm actually needing goes to. So like if I didn't have a thing here, there's nothing here preventing these guys from spawning, so that's what happened there. Let's get this side up though. That's going to be two shear. I don't know if I have enough stone for this project. Again. I do. I might be able to get this, maybe, but I don't know if I'll have enough for the other. That said, we've got that kind of leveled off, which is nice. We just need to raise this up the rest of the way. That's sufficient. Just run this kind of that. And there we go. We kind of actually have a height adjusted bit of nonsense. That's my phone going buzz buzz. Shouldn't be going buzz buzz this late at night. This early in the morning, I should say. Plug that guy in. There we go. As everyone on the VODs be like, oh, my Windows did things. Ah. I'm a horrible monster. I'm a horrible monster. Okay. So we need to get a crap ton more stone. Crap ton more. Which conveniently, there's a bunch out there. But yeah, Definitely digging we're like having a whole village worth of stuff. I'm excited about that. Not just having a single keep anymore, having like kind of everything in its own little building. It's like I can have the portal room, I'm gonna have the kitchen, I'm gonna have a nice house. A barracks. Actually, the barracks is probably gonna be a better idea. Because like I can have all the comfort things kind of situated around the room, but then still have you would have all the kitchen, you would have all the comfort items and like a bunch of bunks around it, and then this way, both people who would be playing and still be able to like do their thing, as it were. So, box. What's that noise? That was weird. Only thing, like I'm almost done with this project, which is the almost I'd say worst part of it, because like I'm within spitting distance. I just need to raise a few levels for the terrain, and then once the train has had its level raised, we're good to go for like, doing all the other stuff. The issue is just kind of getting there in the first place. You bastard. What now? You can't even attack me because you're like so deep in the water too. That was not a good idea. Trade wars. Orders for Vikings. He's got 2 stacks. I definitely need to see about... I mean, that's a good enough height. I don't have to really stress about that more than what I've already got. So paranoid about like, is that gonna be enough height? Is that gonna be even? Is it gonna be level? Not even worry about it is what I need to not worry about. Buffer off. Think we can get this guy to go back home? Cool. There we go. And then we just need to figure out some type of, like, bridge. Need to figure out. You know, missing a requirement. How am I in between? I am literally in between things here. That is bizarre. Okay. I was like, there's no way that I'm like in between everything and just not able, but apparently I am. I'm like, okay, well I guess that explains why I had a random deer spawn. I have like a sliver of applicable space they can go to. And they went there. The monsters. As long as it's level relative to that. That's really what we're going for, is I just want that to be level. Because then I can do the pier right off the ledge there, as long as this is level. Mostly. Doesn't be perfect, but it's got to be enough. Yeah, that works. Tap. Oh, Lord. I do just kind of want to build darn structure at this point, but it's just like, there are so many minor little things that need to be done first before I can do that and feel okay about it. Because, like, if I'm going to do the kitchen, because, like, admittedly, what I probably should have is I probably should have this be the house, right? Have the house be between all the other important structures, because when you respawn, you die, whatever, you want to be centralized. And then once you're out of there, then you can go around and hit all the other spots. However, alternatively, the other way to look at it is if I spawn over here, for example, if I spawn here, I need to get food. We'll go into the kitchen. We've gotten things from the kitchen. Now let's go and get our, materials over here, and then we go out the door. Like a flow through the base. I'm just not really sure how I want to structure that or do that yet. I also realize I need to take this whole thing apart. And it's gonna hurt me inside to do that, because, like, that's so much work. I took so long to build that, and now that I'm, like, fixing terrain, it's like, oh bother. It's like, almost arguably, I would want to just raise this whole thing up to about this height. That's almost what I want to do. And I'm just like, I'm dying inside, realizing how much that's going to take. I am dying inside a little. Seeing that, I'm like, oh no. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But why? Why have I chosen this forsaken path for myself? I guess the other thing I should probably do too, now that I'm kind of thinking about it, is see about setting out. I mean, I guess I shouldn't stress too much about it, because logically thinking about this, right? Logically thinking about this, I'm going to be rebuilding most of these things out of stone as soon as I have access to stone. Like, because I'm gonna put down the stone pavers, I'm gonna have stone foundations, and it's just not gonna be an issue having the wood stuff. So part of me does wonder, sure, have this leveled out, do what I need to. Don't worry about this, though, until I have stone, so when I do make the pier, and I do make the docks and stuff like that, it is not such a big deal. But admittedly, I think I could probably make the dock out of wood and not have any issues, because I would use core wood. But, regardless, though, because, like, I kind of like that center line bit there, and then have these two sections raised up on an even level, because I would like to do a connecting core between these. But I don't know if this is a big enough facility to handle the smelting, because the other thing too is, because I have a little bit of foreknowledge, I know that I'm going to need blast furnaces. I know I'm going to need those. And then I also know that there is another type of forge that you get from the mists that actually damages things around it. And so it needs to kind of be in its own little section where it won't melt on everything else. So kind of like, I'm going to need to rebuild a lot of this anyway as we kind of progress and go along, so I should probably not stress too much about it. But arguably, I forgot I can probably like slot these things over here too when I eventually need these. So many things. But yeah, so probably what we'll do is, since we have some of this kind of figured out, let's put this to the I have this mostly height correct. So we'll pop this into the box of wooden materials. Those other pieces of core wood. And I guess we'll just start laying the foundations down for the extra couple of rooms that we need. Yeah, we'll do that. So that'll be our core wood, that's our stone. Probably should level this out too. Didn't like that looked. I think that's good. Yeah, that'll work. A different thing going on in the music. We've been listening to Chilling with the Unknown. Let's go with Rainy Day Incantations. Let's see that one? Right. Oh, you know what I could do actually, now I'm thinking about it. Pop that guy down. And kind of do... We did kind of do what we did over here with the other guy, where we kind of did that guy, and then I still have enough wood. Because what we did is over here, we kind of had these set up underneath the roof. So let's do building, 26-degree thatch roof. And then we can do the 26 degrees. And that should cover us with our interior kind of stuff. There we go. Do that. It doesn't tell me like what that was, does it? So it looks like it was 45-degree angles. Maybe that's what we need to do over here, just 45ers. Oh no, we just had it kind of hanging off. And then we just had a whole... Oh, okay, I see what I did. Okay, so I just didn't give a rat's ass at all. I just made that straight 26. Okay. Well, that's what we'll do then. We'll just go back to what we had. 26, 26, 26, and then some poles. And it'll let me. If it'll let me. Perfectly timed, because that'll keep this. I think that's too exposed. Oh shit. I'm getting rained on. Some horse shit. Question is this gonna break? Probably is going to absolutely break that by doing that. Mess the whole thing up? It kind of did. It kind of did. That works though. Woo! Okay. Now we build bench against that back wall. Because now this is sufficiently covered and protected, and also gives us the ability. So if we want to, This is all covered now, and that's nice and conveniently done up. So that works really well there. Cool. Okay, so, well, that's another day done. Thank Tornat for his putting in that thing there, because that's making that really easy to do that. Alright, while we're drying off, we'll go in there. That's... Cool. Easy peasy. Alright, so our next step, now that we kind of have that all leveled out, will be to lay down the foundations. Building 1 meter beam. So if we're going to have a house, of course, I just have it floating there. That's nice. Oh, that's a wonderful, wonderful thing to bear witness to. Rock be big enough if I just do 3? Oh, we can't see shit. Give me like half the stone. I mean that much stone. I don't need it like that tall, but I do need it like taller. That is not gonna cut it. How did you... I'm soaking wet. How did you get in? It's annoying. Okay. Okay, you're covered here. I know for a fact you're covered right here from this, because this is going to be producing its own little bubble that extends out over to there. Oh, you're literally just kind of strolling over. Okay. That's literally what's happening there. And you're just walking right up. Got it. Yeah, we gotta fix that. That is not good. Then again, when we raise this up, that'll get that a little bit higher. Man, okay, that explains a lot why I keep getting these guys coming in like that, because that's like really frustrating. Is that up? It's so bad. Maybe just a little bit of this, maybe? That's a little bit better. Well, that's at least reading as attached to the ground now. This is why I like the stone brick. The stone brick actually, like, sinks in a bit better. This is where we're in a problem. This is not actually... not sufficiently tall. I just want the cross beams to be like that, more or less. I think that's what we want to really go for right here, is that where I've got the cross beams up, there's lots of support, and then I can come in and get that number right there. And let's ban that person selling bots. Ha ha ha. So I don't necessarily need crossbeams at that point. So now we need the vertical ones to kind of get us going there. Beams again. I almost wonder if I should just make an actual, like, longhouse instead of this perfectly square. Because this is, like, 6 by whatever. I wonder if I should maybe make it a little bit longer. Which, I mean, nothing saying I can't just extend it by another squares. Because, like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, you know, I would really kind of like it if maybe we went out just a bit further. Because then... what we could do is we could have room for, like, all the equipment boxes and stuff like that. Because we could have... Because, like, realistically speaking, right? Hypothetically, we would have, you would come in, and then you would have your, you know, we can't have it too big though, so we need like a hearth in the middle, all right, because you ultimately are restricted by how many spaces worth of inventory or comfort items we can cram into a space. So realistically, we would have the central area. We'd have, I guess, all the equipment dummies and stuff like that on the weapon racks being the initial entryway, right? So we would have that. And then we would have the actual, like, hearth dead in the middle, right here, right? And then I think this is about the extent that we can do unsupported stuff. So actually, put some of them apart. To some of this. I think that'll work. So I almost would rather have this just a little bit too long than not long enough. Other way. Another pick. Oh, jeez. And then we can do the support. Okay. Two stacks doing that number. Alright, and then we just need to do the horizontal beams. That. That. There we go. Okay, so now that gets us this. All right. And I believe we can probably go out to 1, 2. Yeah, we can go out to 2 before we have to get cross supports. And that gives it reasonable amounts of stability. And we just can kind of work into oh, and this works because what we can do is the oh, I'm just short. I was gonna say because like we can have the central hearth be right here in the middle, and that would work really well with that. And this isn't too oppressive in terms of structural supports. We just have we just essentially would have it around the central pillar with all of the other structure there. So that actually works really well. Cool. All right, so we just need to go fetch ourselves because I have a little bit of core wood left. Thankfully, I over farmed core wood. I'm absolutely going to just knock that out. So I'm going to need more stone for some other leveling projects, I'm sure. You can go in there, and then you're coming with me. Go. And there we go. Okay, and now we have our cross beam supports and stuff. Like that. And we have our boom, we're good. We have our framework done. So now we just need to do the barn approach where we do the arched roof. Oh god, Ben. I know how he's getting in. I'm gonna... normal wood. I know how he's getting in, and it's the worst part about it. We're just gonna... I think for the spike wall... Oh, you do need core wood for that. Oh, okay. Well... that. We're just going to make things inhospitable for people. Because clearly... there. And I realize he can still come up here, but like that at least keeps him from just wandering up in that corner. Man, it was annoying the hell out of me. We got food, just need to fix our things and then go out there and get the rest of the materials that I need. So we'll get our things fixed. Probably refresh our buff altogether. Ooh. Yeah, we'll get our buff restored. So we've only got 2 minutes on that, so we might as well get it maxed out. Like that. Alright, so we need core wood. A lot of core wood. Plus 1 more wood. And also all of my food is going off. Yeah, so that just looks impressive. I like it already. Ooh. Ooh, my. Be still my heart. Be still my heart. Alright, so we just need to find a bunch of core wood. That's gonna be the next thing. Which shouldn't be too bad. Look at that, my pine trees. Maybe a little bit deeper in. I would like to renovate some of these trees, but or some of these fortresses, but don't have the stone cutting bench yet, so we can't. Not that direction. Not that direction. This direction. I don't want to go back into the water. Yes. Perfect. Go into the water. Away from the water. I don't wish to go into the water. Let's get these and see what the weight's at. Almost feel bad for all the wood I'm burning it on, so I'm like, no, I'm gonna need all of this core wood, because I literally just went through 3 stacks trying to build one structure. Which is absurd. That water? That's okay. Suck. Works. One more at it. Yeah, because I think we probably don't need that much more. Because, like, we just need to do the upper framework at this point, which isn't all that much. Because we've already got the bulk of the big heavy structure done with just the frame. I wonder if it's going to be more prudent to just chop down the rest of these trees. And not. Ooh, I see Mr. E playing Valheim. It's a cool time. Oh my. More of my friends playing that again, and I really want to go back and play it. It's just like subscription costs. Why you gotta be that way? Subscription costs. Let's just knock all these trees out. I've got enough weight to knock these out. Get the stumps, come back and look at all the other stuff. Oh, we absolutely can. Hell yeah, 299 pounds. Perfect. So yeah, we'll come back, we'll get all that, and we'll cycle all of it into the thing. That's probably what we'll do. Hopefully before the nightfall. So I'd like to finish building up at least the house by the time we're done with the stream, because we're almost at 2 hours now. So I'd like to do that before I finish up the stream. Have a house. Not gonna lie, that looks cool. Just seeing the whole thing like that kind of coming together. That's nice. Nice. Feathers, and then seeds are in the main building. breakfast too. There we go. Some tools. Yep, right back out. Yeah, it is really nice having all this stuff. I can build and have lots of space and not be like terribly constrained at how small everything is. This one was like, where did I... Oh, and this was the actual place he was mining. So it begins the choppening. Cleaned up the sump set. It's like no one was ever here, even though it's been completely clear cut. It's the lies I tell myself. With the weight too. And I'm back. I'll be able to get the rest of these trees. On the news. Perfect. So head back, grab that. There's like a crap ton of quarry over here too. Sweet. Probably need to build a boat too. So I need to build the piers. But it's like all these building projects are coming to a head now that I've kind of actually. Okay, we need to figure out. For the other stuff. Oh, fish. Fish is hard to get. Hard to get. Air quotes. Yeah, I really like how this place is looking because now it's like a full-on like encampment. Because before it was just like a little hovel in the middle of nowhere. Now it's like, okay, now we got like a full-on kind of like base happening here because like eventually we're gonna have the tower for the portals. We'll have another room for like the more advanced forges and stuff like that, and then we're gonna have like a little. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about like having this as built up as it is. We will do is just so we're not overloaded on stuff. Fish put away. Actually, you know what I should do? Fish. It's not taking space in the raw drawer. Alright, So let's go get those other bits of core wood. I think that should be enough because we're almost back up at 3 stacks of core wood, though. Knowing myself, we're going to end up building a little an apiary for bees. If I'm going to need more wood for that. Well, I think that one I might stick to normal wood for. Though I would like to figure out a way to kind of semi-put a roof over it. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure on how I want to handle that. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, come back. Too much alt-tabbing. Doing these horrible things to myself. But yeah, we'll get the rest of that material out, and then I'll probably throw the roof and stuff like that onto the new house. And then from there, we can see how it ends up shaking out. Also, I need to grab all of these mushrooms, because these are relatively pain in the ass to get. Mushrooms. It's all really nice pine up here. Which is ironic because, like, in real life, it's like pine is like a really cheap wood that's not terribly strong. At least the pine board and stuff that I am buying. Like, usually, like. Oh, hey, Dustin. How's it going? Good morning. Dustin YouTube. Hello, hello. We are at 100 pounds. I might chop down a couple more of these just to kind of have them done. Because I know I'm going to need the core wood. It's not like I'm not going to need the core wood. But let's see what I'm later. We're just gonna go up here and do it. I don't actually go down to the coast yet and deal with these. I really don't. God damn it. Alright, that'll do us, I think. Surprisingly well, that'll do us, I think. Let's get the little bit of rock here. And then I think that'll be the for this trip, and then we can actually finish the actual structure. Hopefully. Before. More? Alright, yeah, 290, that's pretty good. Alright, so that gives us a little bit of more stone to kind of cover weeds, to level everything back off, and that gives us more... you probably get 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, glorious. That should give us enough materials to get the rest of the, why am I like this? I'm gonna have to go back and get that. Why am I like this? Why am I like this? So I really need to get that belt. Because that would put my weight level up to, I think, up to 400. That's what it would do. And I realized I could probably sprint all the way back, grab it, dump my stuff off, then come back, and the time is going to take me to do this. But you know what? No one said we're intelligent. No one said we're smart. We're stubborn. That is our strength. We're stubborn. At least that's what I tell myself, is I'm stubborn. I guess we'll just piggyback it. Do that far, dump. That's a pig. That's a ruined bed. I've never noticed that before. This guy... There it is. Get away from me. From me. I don't want none. Alright. Rocks can go in there. The cool core wood can go in there. And the snazzy normal wood can go up there. What is up? Not much is up, Dustin. I am just working on getting an actual, like, because this is the kitchen, I'm working on getting an actual dwelling put together is what I'm doing right now, and that just involves a lot of materials, so we're kind of in the process of just moving everything back and forth and get everything farmed up, because, you know, this is a hardcore streaming run, woo, yeah, and then, like, I spend 90% of my time just actually building and not actually doing a lot of exploration. Them's the breaks. That's what's happening. That's where we're at with it. There, and shrooms can go right there. Alright, and then let's go get that last bit of wood, and then get back on the construction project that we started forever ago. Yay! If I really, an interesting thing I'm wondering myself right now is if I can maybe do pavers on the entirety of the structure, where I just have like just pavers. Ow, you bastard. Yeah, just have like pavers on the whole thing, and this way it's a steady level terrain instead of just this uneven mess that I have right now. I wonder if that might be like the ideal solution to my problems. Okay, I hear a pig. I shouldn't hear a pig, but I hear a pig. Oh no, where's the pig? He's like way over there. Okay. Not gonna complain about that one. Let's go in there. Empty our pockets in as much as we can. Right, well, that's happening. We can begin construction. Alright, so... and probably grab... Too much. We need to do building. We need to do... that. And my ads will be running in about 50 seconds. Okay, so this is what we're doing there. So I want to do I think I did 45 and 26 is what I did. Not the rest of them. I think it's what I did. So I can just run up and down these, and that makes this a lot easier. Yeah, that works. I believe I went through like so much of that wood already. We'll have just enough, it'll be fine. It's not fine at all. But admittedly, I think this is just about the end of the framework that we're having to put up. So have fun. Thanks, Dustin. You have a good one. Worse. How that looks though. I guess then the question becomes, how do I want to do? I just want to do like a vertical frame like that for the thing? Is that going to be a problem if I do that? Do that one. That one's just an open. I think I did just a cross beam here as well. So, arguably, that's... I mean, that... Oh, but the problem is there's no supports anywhere else throughout this whole thing, so that's not going to work at all. That's not enough. That's not going to be enough support. Or two... I need, like... That's 3 meters is what that is. That's 3 meters. It's 3 meters. That kind of kills me inside. That kills me inside. That's 3 meters. And I feel like I need something kind of doing some type of framework here. I can do that. That might be the solution that we take. Bit more wood intensive, but that's what we got. Why is that green? That doesn't make any sense. dark and I can't see. I have enough core wood to finish that off at least. Some small solace there. My shoulders. Okay. Black. We'll get that up and then we'll kind of call it there because it is getting to the magic hour. Start getting ready for work and stuff. Arguably, I could almost do like a upper floor. Driving me up the wall. Why is it going like all colored like that? That's really weird. Because like that's still green, that's green. Maybe because the rest just aren't supported yet? Yeah, because that's green. That one's not. Even that one is. Oh, it's because it's in the in-between bits. But that one somehow... I don't understand it. I don't pretend to understand it. Yeah, we still came out with some core wood, though. Let's get a roof on this thing, and then we can call it there. We need a 45-degree thatch roof. We need a 26-degree. And that'll let us work. That's... There we go. Nice. The best part is, it didn't rain in between this, so nothing got rotted inside. That, like, annoyed the hell out of me. Ooh, let's just fall off a cliff. Nice. That's coming down real nice. Oh, that fall. Might have enough wood to actually finish this. At least finish it on hand with what I have in hand. Some of these didn't attach right. Nice. Very nice. 6 wood left over. That's pretty good. Nice. Ha. Hell yeah. And then we just need a bunch of wood to do the floors. Which is an easy enough fix. That makes sense. Yeah, we'll fix our hammer. Give me flooring. Nice. Yeah, I'm digging this. Yeah, it did it over here too. It's like some of this isn't actually. Oh, I guess some of it actually isn't touching the ground. Like it's touching the other stuff, but it's not. Blue means it's touching the ground. Maybe that's what's going on. Good. We can try. Yeah. No. There we go. I think we're gonna have enough wood. I thought we were gonna just shy. Yeah. Just a little shy. Still, that's really good though. We came out of that pretty damn good. Too much. Boom. That's nice. I like that a lot. We can do the excuse me. Obligatory stairs up and in. Like, admittedly, I don't need that, but I'm gonna do it out of principle. There we go. The Great Hall doors. I almost want to leave it open, but I also realize that no, one should not. Interesting. Window situation. After the fact. Well, actually, can I do? Really can't do like a neatly fitting thing, can I? guess that's the closest I can do for like Windows. Something like that. That's not like, that's not what I would consider ideal for having Windows. I would want like something like that. That's how we would do that, I guess. Wood. Just want to be done. Like how we get all that wood, and it's just like, yeah, no, you're still gonna go through all of it. It's like, still not like 100% sold on these windows. Like, it seals it and it keeps the light out, but I'm not feeling the jiving mojo. Because I still have to do. See with the sun in my eyes. That was it. I'm not even sure how I want to do this. That. And then there I could do the do the big one? Oh, I could do the big one. Gets it covered like that. And then we do the cross 26 at the top for the lettuce. That's not, so we're not gonna get to. That's awkward. I don't like that. I'm honestly not sure how to go about doing that better. It's not this time. Yeah, because I don't know what to do with that. Only thing is, like, I don't know. What do I do with that? 'Cause, like, I could do. I could do that, but that's not really. I don't like that aesthetic. That's not like. Not jiving. That looks halfway decent. That doesn't look. That doesn't look actually bad. All right. Well, we have a winner there. Snap. Alright. That'll work, I guess. Sort of. I don't like it, but I mean, it works. And I just need to figure out a door situation. Suppose they just have... that, do they? Oh, they do. Okay, so we can center it at least. That side. And then it's going to be a very awkward door because... oh, okay, there we go. Nice. All right. We're good. We're good. I don't like how small the door is, but hey, we're cooking with gas. There we go. We have a little weird, but we do have a thing. Maybe I can do like some weird cross beaming with that stuff, because I could do something like that almost, like coming down from the rafters. That would almost work. But we have ourselves a little house. It looks reasonable. It's not my finest work, and I'd like to have a better thing, but maybe I can like replace all of that and just have it the whole thing, but we'll see. But that is a good place to stop there. We burned through almost all of the supplies, including what we had for the bee enclosure. So that'll be fun to restock that, but it's pretty good for a day. Right. Up you go. We're not done yet. Alright, well, we're done, but we're not done yet. Alright, so, save game, we're gonna log out. But thanks for watching on another late Sunday stream, Sunday and Monday. I'll probably be back later this week for another late stream. Thanks for all the followers, for Danunu, Goldie Fury. They followed in the past however long. And we'll hopefully be back for another one later. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.